Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am God, and I manifest the words I speak. My message today, people, is that you must develop your faith. Now, in simple words, what is faith? I mean, there's the definition, Obviously, faith is to basically believe in something that you cannot see with your eyes, but you believe that it will happen. The key word there, people, is believe, man. And that's what I want to focus this message on mostly today. I want you to develop faith/belief in yourself. I want you to develop faith in your visions. And I want you to have faith in the Spirit of God that's inside of you and the abilities that He has granted to you. I want you to start to believe that you're capable of doing miraculous things. I want you to believe that the Spirit can help you, people, to really transform your life and also to be a blessing to this world. I mean, what you choose to believe, people, is that, just like I said, it's a choice. You choose to believe these things. What I'm sharing with you, though, is that the main ingredient to faith is that you must choose to believe, man. You must choose to believe, It's like there's levels to beliefs also. Like, for example, and I want to walk you through this because I know it because it's true for me. And the way I look at it is that what's right for me is right for most people because we're similar people. We're not exactly the same, but we all share similar experience. So that's why I can speak on this topic, man. And I'll just go over belief real quick, how that changes as you develop yourself and also as you increase your level of your spiritual journey. Here's number one, people. The first thing is that when you set big goals for yourself, just believe and understand that at first you're not going to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a goal that's drastically different or tremendously bigger than what, is normal or currently existing in your life. So I don't expect people to right off the bat believe in the visions that they have. Maybe it's to be a billionaire. Maybe it's to be a millionaire. Maybe it's to live in different countries, whatever the case is, man. It's something that I know for your mind currently in the state that it's in, it will reject it because it doesn't seem logical, because right now you're living from a logical state of being. So what you believe will happen is at first is that as you do your daily affirmation, which is the words that paint the picture of the vision you see in your mind, at first it rejects it. But the beautiful thing about human life and psychology, people, is that the more you do it, is that the more your mind starts to believe it. The way you win at everything is consistency, people. Consistently recite your affirmations every day, and that's going to help you with your level of belief. So it might take you 6 months, it might take you even a year to have the belief, at least in the third person, like, that is possible. I can do that someday. You know what I mean? That's you starting to believe at least that it's possible, which is the start. You know what I mean? And that's a great start because now you believe, you went from not believing that it could happen to where now you're believing, it's at least possible. Now, the beautiful thing that I love about practicing and repetition and affirmations, people, is that the more that you do it, is the more you start to believe. So you go from believing that it's possible, and then the next level of belief, people, is that you start to believe that, not only is it possible, but you could do it by ABC time. You could believe that, hey, I can do this in X amount of time. Maybe it's 3 years, 5 years, whatever the case is. You're starting to believe that you can do those things. They go from potential to you believing that it's really going to happen. And then the next level of belief, people, is that, especially as you start to win, as you start to see yourself changing and developing yourself, you really, as you're developing yourself, it's giving you the confidence and the belief that, it's no longer just possible, but it is gonna, I can make it happen. And you just don't know when, but you see that you're growing and you're progressing and you're moving in the right direction. You're getting closer and closer to that goal. So you're starting to believe that, I can really do this, So you're starting to believe it, people, like strongly. And then as you continue to do this, whether it's a year or 6 months or even 2 years, man. Who cares how long it takes for you to really get to this point? But it gets to a point eventually, people, where the visions that you see in your man, you don't only believe that it's possible, and you don't only know that it's going to happen. You actually get to the point where it's like blindly, without a doubt in your mind, you definitely know that you will do everything that you set out to do. You know, and the reason why you get to that point of knowing, I'm realizing when that happens for you, is when you've mastered the foundations of life. Is when you really get to the point where you know it's going to happen. You don't only believe it's going to happen, but you know it's going to happen. And the reason why is because you understand that there's a foundation to everything. There's a foundation to you accomplishing all your goals and dreams. That's you first having a vision, which you recite every single day, so that's clear as day. Number two, you're developing the habits that are necessary. You're developing the characteristics. And touching on habit again, is really your daily routine. So you've created the daily routine that is the recipe to deliver the things you want. Because it's not, what I've learned is that it's not how much of something you do. You know, it's like, you know, what I would prefer and what I'm recommending for you is that don't be like, let's say in a week, you take one day, you might spend 10 hours studying. What's 10 times more effective, people, is doing a little bit a day. You can spend 15, 20 minutes a day studying something, and it's way more effective you doing it every day versus doing it once a week. I'm not asking you people, I'm telling you because I know that to be true. Because in life, consistently comes from what you practice daily, and I'm suggesting to you to develop the habits of studying, self-development, of growing, whether it's reading, practicing, physical exercise, whatever it is. The trick to everything in life, people, is consistency. So the trick is to do it every single day and do it in bite size, you know, like I'm going through this AI course right now. You know what I mean? I don't spend hours at it. I spend 30 minutes a day on it, and it's like 30 minutes every single day, 365 days a year, whatever it is. I'm just saying that I'm going to continuously sharpen my skill because I've already allocated that time on an everyday basis. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always going to be getting smarter and developing myself outside of my work schedule and routine. My point that I'm trying to get at, people, is that you have to really get to the point where you don't only believe that maybe it's possible, but I want you to get to the point where you know that it's possible, because what makes it possible, people, is you. Your belief in yourself, your belief in the fact that you're a great student so you can learn anything over time. And as you really truly put in the work, people, then you realize that you will manifest the visions that you see in your man. It's impossible not to. You know what I'm saying? It's like gravity. If you throw something in the air, you know it's going to come down. So it's like if you're taking the actions that's going to equal the results you want, then it's impossible for you not to accomplish the things you want, people. And I really want you to get in the habit of just starting to believe that for yourself and focus on building your foundations so you can go from believing potentially that it can happen until you start believing, until you get to the third phase, which is where I'm recommending for you to work hard to get to, is where you know that you will deliver on all the things because you possess all the skills and the mentality and the ability to do what's necessary for you to accomplish all your goals and dreams. That's what I see for you, people, and that's what I'm encouraging you right now to get busy working on. With that being said, people, my declaration over your life, number one, is that you are a millionaire. Number two, you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three, people, is that you have amazing health and you're in the best shape of your life. My prayer for you today, people, is that the Spirit of God inside of you, man, will definitely continue to rise up inside of you. Continue to show you who you really are, man, and how powerful you are and the abilities that you have. I pray, people, that the Spirit will definitely shape you and mold you, man, so that you can become the real you sooner than later, you know? With that being said, people, y'all have an amazing day. Y'all be blessed, man. We'll talk tomorrow.